Year 11 is a year of work, basically. That's what you can have fun, you can talk with your friends, but year 11 is ultimately a year of work.
Attendance and punctuality is important because if you're in the lessons, then you're going to learn about the unit. And if you know the unit, then you won't have to go over it as many times when you're at home.
When you're on time to lesson, you can start when everyone else starts. You can start from the top, from what the teacher has planned. When you come in late, it disrupts the class, it disrupts yourself, and you have to catch up, you have to talk to other people. It's just quite a disturbance, and it's slows you down and sets you back.
Being on time is worth it because sixth form sees that as a really good quality and trait, that you have the motivation really and the work ethic to get out of your bed in the morning.
It's the first step in preparing for your exams. You can't learn anything if you're not here, so be here, you can learn the content, and then hopefully you'll pass your exams.
Relationships with teachers are important as well, because if you have good relationships with staff, you will find that it will help your learning because you'll enjoy it more, because you know that you can bond with them, and if you feel like you don't understand something, you might feel you can speak to them because obviously you've got a good bond with them. So I think that's important too.
Good student-teacher relationships are important because your teachers have been teaching the subject for years and they know all the knowledge and skills that you need to pass your exams, and they can pass that on to you. But if they're constantly having to argue against you, then they're not going to be able to pass that knowledge on to you.
They're the people who are going to get your grades. You may not think it, you may fall out with one teacher. Well, it's best to get back on track. It's best to rejuvenate your relationship with them.
If you've had a bad relationship with teachers in the past few years, and you feel like you don't really get along with them, because that's how I feel, in year 11 you have to grow up a bit and put it behind you.
You're there to do your job, they're there to do their job. Just get it done.
In a couple of months you're going to be out of high school, and if you're still behaving immature, then where's that going to get you? You're supposed to be applying for jobs, sixth form, you need to grow up. People are not going to be there to babysit you.
Some people can be a bit selfish or arrogant about saying sorry to a teacher, but at the end of the day, if you say sorry, it's just going to make everything feel a bit better and won't make things awkward between you and the teacher, because the teacher feels like they forgave you for what you've done or what you've done against the teacher.
It's hard for me because I'm a joker and I like to have a laugh and like to have a good time, but there's a time and a place for it.
And when we're saying this, we are talking from experience, because we know that there are people in our classes who have annoyed us, and when we try to learn, they're just there messing about, and it's annoying for us as individuals who want to learn, so don't be that person.
If you're at this point in year 11 and your behaviour's still poor, I think this is really the time when you need to get your head down, because your poor behaviour will affect your places in sixth form and whatever you want to do after you leave school.
And if you're one of that person that does that, I'm telling you now, there's no point of just coming to school, because if you're gonna ruin other people's education, just stay in the streets or whatever you want to do, but stay home.
If you're not organised, I'm sorry, but you're going to fail.
Just make sure that you keep everything organised, because when it comes down to it, when you want to find your past papers, when you want to know which subjects to revise on which day, it's good to have a small plan of what you need to do each day.
Because without organisation, you don't know what you're doing, when you're doing it, and how you're doing it. And if you don't know these three things, then there's no way you're getting any revision done at all.
What I would advise for year 11 is, as soon as you start in year 11, start revising.
If you revise now, you work hard now, you can smile later.
If you fail, you change your season.
Go carnival, do whatever you need to do. Cheering.
So organise your stuff, prepare timetables for revision, when you're doing it, how long you're doing it, and how long the breaks are that you are going to do. How long the breaks are you're going to take between the revision, and it's going to benefit you a lot.
Revision is not some big thing that you go to, it's something that you should be doing as an ongoing process. So even if it's at the start of the year, the first lesson that you have, you come back home and you just read through whatever notes that you've got, and you go through in your mind what you did in that lesson, and perhaps make some notes on that, and that is revision.
Don't start too late. I left a lot of my revision to the last minute, and I'm regretting it now.
A good revision technique is to look, cover, check. Yeah, so you look at something, you cover it, see if you remember it, and then recite it and then check if you're right. It helps.
I found that watching YouTube videos, all you have to do is search your exam board, the subjects you're doing, and loads of videos will come up.
You probably won't listen to this, but starting early is really important. I didn't listen to it when last year's year 10s told me. You probably won't, but at least if there's one person who's going to listen to me, please start early.
Year 11 is a year of priorities. You need to set your priorities straight.
Times now, year 11 is the most important year. So what we do now determines where you go to college, university and all that.
Honestly, you'll probably sit and watch this video and not believe anything we're saying, but honestly, I've had so many breakdowns in the year because I didn't do or didn't follow any of the advice that I was given. Like, it's so vital that you revise.
You've got to make sure you're doing it for yourself, not for no one else. Like, your parents might say, oh, get this grade. You're doing it for yourself at the end of the day, because your parents are going to live your life. It's going to be you, and the choice that you make now is going to affect your life in the end.
At this time, with all the stress from exams, pressure you're getting from teachers, and maybe pressure that you're getting from home to get your grades, just stay positive, try and smile as much as you can and find joy in everything that you do, because if you're sad about it, then you'll be worse off. Staying positive and being happy, try to be happy and have a little bit of fun while you're at it.
Work hard, play hard.
You're so corny.